Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are 4th-year student from English department. So today we're gonna talk about using test-based learning and web application on ELT in ASEAN context.
Terbiak หัวใจของเราสู่ความยำเกรงต่อพระองค์อัลลอฮ์เพิ่มความสัมพันธ์และการเป็นพี่น้องหัวใจของเราจะไม่มีวันว่าง
Is everyone know about test-based learning? Alright, and now I'm ready to tell you for this information. Let's start. Since test-based learning was proposed in the field of the second language acquisition in the 1980s, and the popularity of this teaching approach has risen due to the effectiveness in the enhanced learning communicative competence to complete tests, and the learner have opportunities to use the target language in the various situations, so that they can transfer what they learn in the English classroom in real life. And for this article provide that in the order to complement test-based learning effectively, EFL teachers and educational institution must carefully create teaching activity in the classroom and assessment which are suitable. First of all, let's we know about test-based learning. Okay, by the Noonan suggests that language should not be recognized as a process of memorizing a set of grammar rule and vocabulary. So students should learn a language in the order to improve their communicative competence. And there are various interesting characteristics of the test-based learning. For the first, test-based learning support learners through meaning-based and content-based approach rather than learning through grammatical. Okay, by Charles and Littlewood. For the second, test-based learning is considered a learner-centered approach. The learner can take on the various roles in class, such as a group participants and classroom monitor and risk taker, which can be concluded that test-based learning should not be based on grammar rule, but should allow the children to participate in the classroom so that the student can communicate in their own way. In the second section, let's move about the influence of test-based learning on ELT in ASEAN context. Okay, can everyone guess what this topic we are talking about? Okay, I think everyone wants to know, right? Okay, let's see. Since test-based learning has interested many, Littlewood reported that national policies in the ASEAN context encourage the university, college, and school to plan teaching syllabi which involve various kind of the communicative approach to improve the learner communicative competence and increase the number of the language learners who can communicate in the English in their real life effectively. The situation of test-based learning in some countries in Southeast Asia, which include Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia, are presented in this article. And for the first country is in Thailand, it is important to improve opportunities for English language learner to communicate in daily life because Thailand is not an English-speaking country. Therefore, it is very important to focus on this language. And in Thai, the result reveal that test-based learning can successfully improve English language learners' ability in various skills after applying this teaching method. And learners' English skill, especially speaking. The next country is in Indonesia. The language learning in the Indonesia is very quite complicated because the Indonesia has more than 700 languages. And however, the result revealed that students face with the problems during the implementation of the test-based learning. Most of them they focus on the test-based learning to improve student oral communication skill. For the oral communication skill are considered the most important skill for the Indonesian university student. We move to the third country is Vietnam. From Vietnam, they should be able to communicate with the native speakers of English in their daily life, and they have new textbooks used in EFL classroom. And for Vietnamese secondary school are based on test-based learning syllabus design, and the teacher had to have a positive attitude toward test-based learning and its curriculum. Additionally, they through that the activity in the test-based learning can effectively motivate the student and can improve their learning outcomes. Alright, we move to the last country is Malaysia. In Malaysia, they see communication in English as an important tool for work. And the main reason for this change is because the way English is used in the society or used in everyday life, it should be reflected by English learned in the classroom.
And next topic is about problem with using test-based learning in an English classroom. First, Thailand. Thailand have problem with using test-based learning is first, teachers' understanding, second, learners' level of proficiency, and the third, classroom management, and the fourth, teaching materials, and the last one is evaluation. And the second country is Vietnam. Vietnam have problem with using test-based learning is first, norm difference examination, and the second, teachers' insufficient understanding and experience. And the third country is Indonesia. Indonesia have problem with using test-based learning is first, curriculum, second, learners' level of proficiency, and culture, and the last one is teacher knowledge and preparation. The fourth country is Malaysia. Malaysia have problem with using test-based learning is first, teacher inadequate knowledge, training and experience. Second is curriculum, and the last one is class size. For the last suggestion and pedagogical implications, teachers who want to use test-based learning in an English classroom should understand the teaching method and the nature of their student clearly. Since teacher understanding and attitude toward test-based learning are considered very important, it can affect the way learners will be exposed to English language. Teachers should study and practice this method. Moreover, teachers should be aware of the education factor in the context of their country.
Okay, for the first topic, talking about teacher and technology, there is a need for school and university to provide their teacher professional development training and workshop on how to integrate technology into the classroom appropriately. It is believed that such as training and workshop not only encourage teachers but also support them in their technology integration. Okay, for the next talking about the conclusion, it is imperative for schools in the ASEAN region to integrate technology into ELT classroom. Web application make a huge contribution to English language teaching and learning. This web application offers a wide variety of teaching materials. It gives English teachers the opportunity to be more creative and effective in teaching in the classroom. Okay, the second topic talking about web application for language learning in ELT. In the most countries in the ASEAN region, where English is widely taught and spoken as a foreign language, the demand for EFL learners to improve their English language proficiency has brought popularity to some English language learning web applications in the language classroom. In school, these mobile devices have been considered beneficial, especially for students learning English. Thus, the teacher take advantage of using web application in mobile device, enhance their teaching for the language further.
Nowadays, there are many platforms that the teacher can use or apply to teach the student in the classroom. So today, I will give you the examples of platforms that you can use to develop for skill of your student in learning English. Alright, the first one is listening skill. You can let your student watch the video clip of TED Talks. There are many people comes and give the inspiration about learning English or give the inspiration about doing something, or you can let your student download the application BBC Learning English or Luke's English Podcasts. There are many video clips to let your student to practice about listening skill. Alright, next one is reading skill. There are a lot of platforms that can practice your student English reading skill. For example, English Ninjas, Eva English, or Learn American English Podcasts. You can use this application to practice your student in reading because they have a lot of ebook to read and they have the feature that how to pronounce the word correctly. Alright, next one is speaking skill. You can let your student download the application Elsa, Hello Talk, or Enjoy English to practice the student speaking skill. This application have the feature about pronunciation, so your student can learn or practice how to pronounce the word correctly. Alright, the last one is writing skill. You can advise your student to download the application about practice about writing, for example, Grammarly or Andy English or Quizlets or Learn English Grammar. This application have many benefits to your student to practice first skill in learning English. By the way, they has a little bit issue or challenges to apply in the real classroom. Alright, let's see the issue and challenges of integrating web application in the real class. The first one is lack of internet connectivity. Especially in Thailand, the internet is not accessible to everywhere or every school yet. Only at the large school that every student can access to the internet. or the school that have online teaching, there are a lot of students that cannot access to the internet. So this is the real problems in education in Thailand. Alright, the next issue is the lack of technological tools. Many schools in Thailand have only the television or the radio, so it's not enough for students to learn English to keep up with the world situation. Sometimes the teaching plan of the teachers is not suitable with the real teaching materials in the classroom. And the next issues of integrating web application into the English classroom is cheating. The most seriously problems that many teachers in Thailand are facing is the problem of cheating. Because the use of web application is allowed the student easy to cheat, especially in the test or examination. Finally, we move to the last issues of integrating web application into English classroom. That is the teacher's lack of technological skills. This is almost a problem for the older teacher because many platforms have the difficult feature, so it takes time for them to learn about how to use it. If we compare to the young teacher, they can learn about how to use the feature in the platform very quickly because they're familiar with the technology more than the older teacher.